start talking about Carissa more, because she has really not looked like a threat in this event in the past 2 years, but 2016, a completely different story. Counts a quarterfinal finish here in 2014 as her best to ever finish, but her backhand has gone to another level. It's like when Happy Gilmore learnt the putt.
She got a putter that looks like a hockey stick. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with her. I really do want to give some credit to CJ Hobgood and credit for Carissa for seeking out CJ to get those inside tips on where to sit on the reef. You know, CJ, you could argue, has one of the best reads in the entire planet on this piece of reef here. So just those little insights has given her some extra comfort, and I think she's really been able to relax out there. That's what she looks like, doesn't she, Ronnie? She looks like she's chilled out there. She's not stressed, even though this hasn't been one of her strongest events.
Yeah, CJ, one of the most consistent performers here for good reason. As you mentioned, that great read. But Carissa's work on the backhand, that's all her. Her backhand tube riding has been impeccable. She has built through every single round so far. Started off with a solid performance in the first round, 15.9 heat score total. Round 3, heat 3, 18.46. Started to really step things up, and the turns started looking more critical. Quarterfinals, the highest heat score total of the event then, 19.03, and just added one more digit there for semi-final 2, 19.04, highest heat score total of the event. And Bianca was ripping in that heat. She was comboed when it came to a close.
Well, there's a 10 right there on the screen, Ronnie. An amazing heat, one of the best rides we've seen, best heats we've seen put together for women out at Cloudbreak. Her backup score right here, which was, I believe, a 9.7, was almost better. Or sorry, it was a 9.03 because of what she did before she stood up. She got right under the reef. It's very hard to get yourself back there behind the boil because there's cleanup sets and you have to kind of put yourself in harm's way. But she perfectly navigated herself right in a spot to get this sweet barrel right here. Look how clean that was. So I was so impressed, you know, again, at what she did to navigate the reef. And, you know, you have to give some credit or some insight from CJ again. But to your point, Ronnie, we know Carissa to be crazy at bells, crazy on a Goldie, but she really has stepped up her level on her backhand. You can't help but to think that she's gotten really motivated by watching girls like Courtney and Tyler kind of go ham this year, and she's joined that conversation. She had to raise her level.
Well, this was a crucial event for Carissa because usually she's relied on that incredible start each season to get her world titles. And this year she hasn't been past the semi-finals prior to Fiji, and typically this has been the little run of events where she has fallen off the pace and allowed her rivals to get back into the race. She finds herself in the opposite position this year, chasing big results through the middle half of the year to get herself back to the top end.
Which is really cool. I mean, so much credit goes to her because when she's won 3 world titles, so really, you know, motivation can kind of go drifting away. But she's been inspired by Tyler, inspired by Courtney, and now she's kind of reinventing herself. And the one slight weakness she had on the schedule here in Cloudbreak, now she looks like the one to beat. So great credit to Carissa.
Only 2 events on the schedule where Carissa hasn't had success. Here in Fiji and over in France, she's going to get that opportunity to cross another one off the list. There's the Jeep leaderboard, and Carissa, a massive opportunity to make up huge ground on Tyler Wright and Courtney Conlog, who have been supremely dominant in the opening stages of this contest. And Carissa on screen there getting set to do battle against Joanne in the Fiji Pro Final.